It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey.
Now Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Dobbs escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That's good for a
The
Colts.
drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket.
Taylor, the
but it's the
ball
first
carrier.
drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one
2nd
instead.
and 11 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs eluding the pressure right. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Dobbs. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Intended for
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
The Chiefs
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Chiefs nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off
for Indianapolis.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time.
Incomplete.
And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Mecole Hardman.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
For the Chiefs.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Colts 7, Chiefs nothing.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back to the air on 2nd down. Dobbs forced out to his left. Smith catches left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You don't want none.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 19. Let's go.
To throw again. Dobbs. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
His kick is
and
good.
It's up and good.
Makes the score Colts 14, Chiefs nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
For Indianapolis.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Kansas City.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 30, 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Colts 14, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Looking
6.
to throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The tackle by Isaiah Rodgers. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day on 10.
Throwing again. Dobbs looking for Pryor long. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonnu Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Oh, wide open, complete. The 40. the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for India.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
The ball carrier.
The tackle there by George Odom. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey,
this is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Harrison Butker.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Chiefs 31.
Extra point right down the middle. 21. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Dobbs flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a gain of
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the gun, Dobbs. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong... And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to number 84.
A big play there.
Touchdown,
83 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first and 10.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete on the throw.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Switch. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, 57. He's checking. Crash. 36.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
so now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Dobbs. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be play.
It's a foot race. The 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to
Mecole Hardman. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts.
35.
All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Catch made here by Campbell. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you. You can have 6, 7 yards. Do that all the way downfield. Just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
To number 84.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Chiefs 45, Colts 42. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings
Another
up
running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. They run again with Breida. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Back to throw. Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Mahomes pass.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
It's now 4th down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check. Fresno. 43.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and goal, Kansas City. Today's final
Charles,
score,
it's one thing to win. It's
45.
another thing to win and put up the amount of points 42. That they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points